Interesting. Well, if I'm being completely honest, I don't know how the new camera works. We'll figure it out though. The phone died on me when I was recording, so you kind of missed the getting rid of the bumper deal. Got rid of that. Had to do some cutting, do some pry bars. It finally came off. I honestly do not have a plan other than basically cutting this out and trying to get some sort of cage to replace the structural integrity and move the strut back to where the factory had it the best I can. And of course, when you're trying to do a budget race car, you don't really replace the windshield unless it's damaged like this one. Otherwise, you'll have duct tape all over your windshield per rules. So we'll be replacing that with some lighter material eventually, but that's not our primary goal. Our primary goal is to get the front end as straight as we possibly can. I am baffled on how we're going to do that. But I can tell you without using a tape measure that it's off a little bit, just a little bit. Let's crawl up here and see what size I need here. Looks like 15 millimeter. And no, I'm not good at guessing. I just have taken it apart before. Going off memory, don't suggest that. See, it's 14. I've been told that my dialogue kind of sucks as far as I don't talk much. But try not to make a habit of talking to myself, at least around other people. Don't know how bad I'm causing the film to film. Yeah, you don't use that anymore. But don't know how bad I'm blocking the camera. Might get my phone out and do some recording there. Here in a little minute. Really don't know how much this I need to take off. Let's see, take the camera down, see if I can't get you guys in here. How can we do that? Get rid of this. There we go. See, I can't even tell if the damn thing's recorded or not. But get this harness out of here a little minute. Well, anyways, you can see where it's buckled here. How it claps there. It also buckled back here. I'll also do this on with my phone so everybody can get an idea. Include myself. See it even busted up top. I don't know if you can see it or not. The back part ain't working. How do I get that to do its thing? Like that. I don't know. Hidden buttons all over this thing. But you can see how this side over here is, you know, fairly straight. It's not buckled. Same thing with the strut tower. It looks legit. Not sure if you can see the strut tower at all. I'll put you back in here. Alright, so I'm going to start off by getting the camera, or getting the winch. So you're crushing. Higher there, it's like that. That's probably the noise. I remember I used the jack stands. I don't know if that's on it. At least that's what I heard anyway. Alright, I'll check the jack, make sure it's still on or something. Yes, they do rattle out, so you stick with the stick. That way, call them before you fall. For now, I put a jackson under the car, the other one, but I think once I came so far, take the crossing around, kind of hang on another jackson there. That's what I gave to you guys watching home. Watch the view fall. Try to line a pole. Doesn't work out. Can't look at it. Make money anyway. Noisy thing in the sky. Squawk. Not bad. Of course, you want to go time. Of course, today. Alright. Just test it out. Okay. There we go. Okay. It did fall on me. You know what? I'm going to leave it up here. Because it's only just chance. This makes me feel a little better as well. That gives me a good trim header. Take out the handle. We'll get your hands, but you'll have to get your hand back in there. Alright. Get some tools. Put it back where long. Don't forget where it goes. Probably the camera should be done. Get for you. Alright. Like that time. Yeah. What's that like? Oh, that's what we need. Let's use a bigger slide. So when it comes to racing wheels and stuff, you don't want to use a wheel that requires a washer bind. It takes a little bit longer to line everything up. 1. 2, if you don't have 5 of those wheels, you only have 4, maybe change 11 as well, which are different sizes, which becomes a hassle for whoever's helping out. But when you have 40 in your pocket, you do with the gap. Wash off the rings, race again. Hopefully not fall. Alright, this is alright. Who's the reason? Yeah, so I watched it. I was supposed to know what's getting done, what's not. I'm just hearing talking, this is going all over the place. That's no fun. Which, by the way, I heard myself on these recordings. And, well, I'm not very not my voice. If I change it, I would. I have no idea how to change it, so that's the way it's going to be. Let's see, I already lost the washer. I'm not sure if I said it or not in the previous video, but I'm pretty proud of that little cheap, excuse my language, pretty sure it cost me about $75 for the, you know, thing. And it, you know, I mean, I wouldn't cut 1/4 inch steel with it by any means, but as far as the car's concerned, 22 gauge steel, no problem. I'm guessing on that, by the way. I have no idea what the gauge is. Looks like it could be reused for something. Stick that up in 22 RE, racecar tank, just up there. Yeah. say the radiator grommets. Okay, grommet. I'll have to use that one somewhere else. What's this? I don't know. You see it anywhere? I don't see it anywhere. We'll put it in. Let's see. There's a cardboard box up there. Sounds like a.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Just trying to get set up so that way if I start a fire, I got something here to get a fire anymore. Sure. Seems on standby now. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got closer. No, it's my glasses. Let's see. Double walled. That'll be fine. Interesting. Maybe saws all that stuff on, huh? Or off. At least down to the past the double wall area. Cut across the top here, and then Bob's your uncle. Nope, not true. Don't have an Uncle Bob. see how well this works. Oh, better gauge out the gloves. So first things first, or third, I'm going to cut across the top around the strut tower. Try not to catch myself on fire too much. Alright. Like I was saying, I was going to cut around the strut tower, try to salvage that. So before I cut the face of this, since I'll be leaning over it, I'm going to not lean up against the hot side first. Get it back to the one, not back there. I did, I forgot the valve line here. So, is that right? this out. We're good. Smoke it. Look at that. Pictures. Alright, take that. Well, yes. It's still just dripping brake fluid. Like I said, there's a tool for it. I'm not gonna buy one. So I'll just complain about not having one. Yeah. That's what I tend to do. Complain. Yeah, so be sure not to touch your hands anywhere in here, especially you. It'll burn. It'll burn a little bit. So it did bend down here below the firewall, or where where it comes in, right here, the inner firewall. But I'm not too worried about that because the unibody structure support beam area hootenanny is fine. I mainly worry about just getting this off here and then restructuring this the best we can with what we got. So I will probably end up cutting on the inside out so that way I don't melt everything on the inside. Sorry, I had to get that plastic plug out of there. It was bothering me. I don't know why, but it was. Oh. I'm gonna guess this is why my that device over there. I know. I can't hear myself either. Oh, slowly but surely. What was I saying? This could be why the plasma cutter ain't plasmine stuff or cutting stuff. Well, it cut fine. This must have fallen out afterwards. But nonetheless, it's still dripping a lot. Stop dripping. How much fluid do you need in there? Alright, so I'll let this cool down. Replace the porcelain because it broke. Actually, I'll just replace it. You can get more porcelain and tips and stuff. I need to buy more stuff. There we go. Yeah, not that temperature. I just keep draining. Probably. So thinking on the inside, don't want to interrupt myself thinking on the outside. Trying to figure out how I can get that brake line out of there, so I don't have to worry about nuking the car. I'm not seeing. Well, I guess I can go to the propulsion valve, take it out there, and just bring it all the way out that way. To finagle around some stuff, but I think I can do it that way. It'd be just fine. I'll throw the latex back on. I'll see if I can't lift up the camera. So, I left off by saying I was going to disconnect the brake line from the distribution block and see if I can't get the brake line out of the fender wall that way. Try to put that somewhere where I'll forget. I am working on trying to get you guys some light. It's charging right now, so my apologies for the. Get this off here. Nope, that's a different size. So what have you guys been up to for the last week? You guys be getting outside working on your projects, getting ready for the races, or just watching this for entertainment and then going to go play baseball with your friends, or what? Maybe down there in the comments. Let me know what you've been up to. Stick off the throttle cable so I can move the wires around a little bit easier. There, now I got a little bit more room. That should make it easier to cut that. And that's These are the bolts that went through the unibody to the cross member to hold the engine in place. I'm not going to need those there anymore. Leave them there when I finish the rest of it, which is going to be a while. And we don't even know if the engine's going to start. Great. Did bend this back here, didn't it? We don't care about that yet. I don't think that part's going to matter. Probably end up taking out these hinges and putting in some hood pins, and it'll just be 4 pins. Throw it on the hood, or throw it on the cab of the vehicle, or the cockpit, if you will. And well, that'll just make it nicer when it comes time to work on the engine. All right. Got my glasses. Got my gloves. We got knee glove. I don't know where the other one's at. Oh, found it. Nobody panic. I got it. I'm gonna reset the generator real quick and be right back. Or air compressor, sorry. Doogity doogity. You guys let me know. There's a fire. My legs are warm, if you're curious. When you're doing this, make sure you get it right by the fuel filter and fuel lines. And here it makes a pretty nice little pop. Fire, right there. I'm wondering if there's like glue in between the metal, so I'm sure there is. As I'm going through a couple layers here. I wouldn't quote me on it. And by the way, I was joking about the fire, and well, I wasn't joking about the fire, but avoid fuel lines is what I'm getting at. I think I could probably go and just cut this with the Sawzall. It'd be just fine. I'm gonna try that. Turn on the air compressor again. Let it do its catching up thing. Yeah, I think from there I can just go straight down with the Sawzall. Cut some wires. I'll have to move a fuel line. So there really was a fuel line back there. I wasn't joking about that. Just saying I don't recommend it. Remember the earplugs? That's sensitive ears, okay? So evidently it stopped recording at some point when I was cutting, which I'm sorry guys. I will figure this out. I will. So yeah, at least we got this part accomplished. Probably didn't need to do all that, but I did. But if anything else, then we get to see what the inside of it looks like, right? Okay. Let's see. Ground the body. See if you can't fix that. See if it's no longer a part of the body. Jeez, can you even get in there? Alright, mopping that off. Can't get the socket there. I'll have to figure something out with that. Now, set this aside. Don't look too bad. I couldn't get it straight. The blade, which I'm okay with. So now we're going to have to find out how to graft that
to start the process of rebuilding. If you have any ideas, feel free to, you know, comment. All right. Till next time. See y'all.